Okay, I'm not unconscious. I got knocked down, but I'm not out. Now, what position should I assume on the ground here to survive long enough to get my wits about me, long enough to not get stomped, long enough to figure out what my next step is, whether that's to call for help, whether that's to stand up, whether that's to fight from the guard. A lot of people teach this. You see this a lot in the model mugging courses where you get on a side, you have this leg up, here, side kicking, side kicking, side kicking. And this seems good in theory, but when you drill it against somebody who's really trying to pass your guard, Richie, would you mind using a lot of lateral motion here? You find very quickly that it's easy for the guy to run behind you because your ability to turn as a turret, isn't that good. Additionally, if you're just kicking with one leg, this leg gets tired quickly. There's a world of difference between kicking with one leg against a shield or against a compliant leg in class versus doing it in sparring, versus doing it in a high pressure situation. You're gonna burn through your energy so much quicker. Another reason is if he can push down on this leg, there, this bottom leg is nowhere to be able to help the top leg. He can immobilize two of my legs with one of his arms very quickly, or both of his arms. He's won at this point. Which is why you find in MMA, back in the days in like Pride, when guys could stomp the guy on the bottom, this is almost always the initial default position. I've got independent suspension here. He can grab one of my feet, but I've got my other foot ready to help it. He can come in, I can use one foot to keep the distance, I can use the other foot to kick. I'm using the two legs here, so one leg can rescue the other, both legs can kick. I can plant one foot on the ground and kick high, which is a sneaky move. If you come a little bit closer, you put one foot on the hip and kick really high, which is a sneaky move. And if he rotates here, go ahead, rotate, I'm in a better position to keep him in my sights, to keep him in front of me, to keep him inside the double turret. The two machine guns in a turret, they both track him. Whereas here, I have one machine gun, my turret is rusty and can't turn that fast, and the two machine guns can't back each other up. You almost always see this. Now, when it comes to standing up out of here, sure. I'm going to make some distance. Now I'm beginning to come up. This isn't quite the model mugging position where we're here, side kicking, side kicking, side kicking, and completely exhausted. This is one foot in, the other foot out, kicking with the bottom leg here until I can no longer touch him, at which point I go to the stand up. It's a very different side turned position for self-defense. You can take my word for it, or more importantly, you can drill it. Guy on top, cup, mouth guard, boxing gloves, shin guards. Person on bottom, cup, mouth guard. And you're gonna drill trying to pass the guard while hitting him with one person on the ground, the other person standing. The only rule is, person on the ground can't stand up. Person on the top, if they do pass the guard, they're not allowed to continue rolling. It's gotta look something like this. We're gonna have imaginary gloves, imaginary mouth guards, imaginary shin guards. For here, for here. If he does pass my guard, he goes here, maybe throws one token punch, and we stop. We go back here. If you do this kind of drilling, try this as a maintenance position versus this as a maintenance position. If you decide that you like this, that's fine. I think you're wrong, but you're entitled to be wrong. I will defend to the death your right to be wrong. My suggestion is go on your back. Individual results, as always, may vary. Give it a try.